Block. I'm the Senior Vice President of Business Advocacy for the Michigan Chamber of Commerce. This is a big week for a big energy infrastructure project right here in Michigan. Our individual organizations and the Greater Great Lakes Michigan Jobs Coalition are submitting comments this week to the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, or EGLE, to back the permits necessary to build the Great Lakes Tunnel. Great Lakes Michigan Jobs Coalition members backing Line 5 represent more than 1 million Michigan workers and roughly 75,000 Michigan businesses. And this week marks the conclusion of the public comment period presented by EGLE to solicit input on the application by Enbridge to move a portion of the Line 5 tunnel off the bottomland of the Straits of Mackinac into a state-of-the-art, fully encapsulated tunnel. We at the Michigan Chamber, as well as those members of the Great Lakes Michigan Jobs Coalition, support moving forward with the tunnel and we are urging EGLE to grant the permits necessary to begin construction. I'm going to now turn things over to Paul Pribe, I believe is how you pronounce it, with LIUNA 1098, who can tell you more. Thanks.
Thank you, Wendy. Yes, my name is Paul Pribe, business agent with Labor's Local 1098. We are here in support of the tunnel project and Line 5. I come to you today with over 15 years plus in the pipeline industry and over 1,500 members trained, ready, and waiting to build this project. These are good union jobs, family supporting jobs with healthcare and a pension. And we know in working on these projects for as many years as we've been doing that, this is the safest, most reliable means to transport these materials. I've witnessed firsthand the planning and the execution of all the safety measures involved in working on pipelines. And once again, we at Local 1098 support the project and Michigan Labor's as a whole. Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. My name is Mike Smith. I am the Executive Director of the Upper Peninsula Construction Council. The Upper Peninsula Construction Council is made up of more than 250 contractors in the UP and labor unions who get the job done. We strongly support Line 5 and the Great Lakes Tunnel and urge you to grant the permits necessary to begin construction. Our members bring pride, professionalism, and a strong work ethic to every project, whether they're working for a signatory contractor or as a community volunteer. The people building the Line 5 tunnel do too. Since the permitting process began 5 years ago, Enbridge has conducted more than 40,000 hours of survey work in the Straits, providing their results to the Corps. This has been one of the most comprehensive project reviews in Michigan's history. Let's grant these permits. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am Mary Myers. I'm the Director of Economic Development Services at the Lake Superior Community Partnership. The LSCP exists to ensure a vibrant local and regional economy in the UP. We help our partners make the connections that matter between businesses, organizations, leaders, and legislators. We're also proud supporters of the Great Lakes Tunnel. Line 5 supports up to 23 million gallons of fuel each day, energy that powers Michigan's manufacturing sector, supports regional supply chains, and keeps families and businesses moving. Residents across both peninsulas rely on Line 5 for affordable home heating fuel and much more. Job makers and workers rely on Line 5 for the fuel they need to make the products residents depend on, to provide good paying jobs, and to power their work sites. EGLE has heard from thousands of Michiganders who understand the importance of modernizing this infrastructure, and we're confident those voices will be reflected in the final decision. It's time to move forward with the Great Lakes Tunnel. And with that, I'll hand it over to Mike with MMA.
Thanks, Mary. I'm Mike Witkowski. I'm the Director of Environmental and Regulatory Policy for the Michigan Manufacturers Association. The Great Lakes Tunnel Energy Infrastructure Project was approved by the Michigan legislature and signed by the governor in 2018. Construction of the tunnel is a matter of public law. State experts have concluded that the risk of a spill into the straits from the tunnel is virtually zero. Overwhelming majorities of Democrats, Republicans, and independents support the construction of the tunnel. They believe it is the best solution for Line 5, and they want the state to move forward immediately with the permitting. So do we, and so do our coalition partners, representing over 250,000 Michigan workers and more than 75,000 Michigan businesses. With that, we are more than happy to take any questions you might have.
Yeah, so if you've got a question, if you want to go ahead and just come off mute, and I think we've got a intimate enough group, and we probably don't need to raise hands here.
All right. If I could, Kyle Malin from MERS News. So we were just talking with the folks who don't want Line 5 to go, and they're submitting different testimony cards right now to EGLE. They're concerned that the soil underneath the straits of Mackinac is very sketchy, that it's lined with slate and methane pockets. When you guys start drilling under there, it's going to ignite a methane pocket. It's going to cause an explosion. It's going to blow up Line 5 and cause a catastrophe. Can you guys address this?
I mean, listen, there have been, and it's been mentioned before, but there's been more than 40,000 hours of survey work going into this project, right? We have top level engineers looking into this and doing their research and doing their homework. No one wants that type of catastrophe, right? This has been completely vetted and researched by some of the best minds in the world. And on the state side, our EGLE permitters have done an excellent work of making sure this project is legally and environmentally compliant. These are hardworking state employees, and they've dedicated their careers to Michigan, and they care very deeply about the environment and our residents. And I think everyone's been a little more than patient and accommodating to people on all sides here, but I think our facts are scientifically sound and really well vetted.
So the risks of hitting a methane pocket and the whole thing going boom is, what would you put the odds of that at?
I'm not a numbers guy, I'm a words guy. So I will respectfully not pin a number on that one, but I trust our engineers and our scientists.
Kyle, I'll send you some information on background on that. But I've got some numbers on that for you. I'll have to track them down.
Okay. Is it fair to say that the odds of this happening are minuscule?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you say that, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Are there any other questions?
Hey there, Sheldon Krause with 9 and 10 News here. Thanks everyone for being here. I just had a question on for whoever would like to answer this. Just also wondering your guys' thoughts on some of the kind of side effects of construction during the process. Some of those noted in the draft environmental impact statement. Things like, construction noises, cranes, kind of sort of disruptions to local ecosystems, at least while the construction is ongoing. So just wondering if anyone had any thoughts there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just like any other infrastructure project, those are going to be temporary and isolated to the specific region of construction. And after that, everything is going to be mitigated and put back to the best of the ability. We have those kinds of issues anywhere you're building anything in the state, and the plans and the permits and the proposals are to get that back to its regular levels of environmental nature as quickly as possible.
I did have one more follow-up here. Another claim was made that during construction, the dark sky part nearby is going to shut down because you guys are going to have a ton of lights out there that's going to blow up the sky. Is that true?
Kyle, I don't think anybody on this call is familiar with that claim. So I'd probably direct that to Enbridge.
Okay.
Okay. Seeing no others, appreciate everybody jumping on. We'll send some additional information, a press release here shortly. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to Laura, myself, Mike, Wendy, Mike Smith, Mary Myers, Paul, we're all, Sarah Werfel, we're all ready to jump in and help out. Appreciate everyone spending the time. Thank you.